Hello, HBN Infotech subscribers and viewers. Today, I am going to show you 5 easy ways to create vertical text in Microsoft Word. So, um, the first method is something like this. So, let me type a text here. You can type the text like this and select the text. Then, you can increase the size if you want. Okay. Then, this technique is very simple. You will need to click after each letter and press the enter key, just like this. Now, to eliminate the paragraph space and the line spacing, you can select all of this and then click on the paragraph. I mean this small arrow here. It will bring up the paragraph settings, and then here for the paragraph spacing you can type 0 in the before after, and also the line spacing should be set to single, and then click on the OK button. So this is the first method. The second method is simple. You will need to insert a text box first. So go to the insert, then click on text box and click on draw text box. Now you can draw a text box like this. Now you can type the same text here like this. You can increase the size if you want. I prefer increasing the size. So now let me increase a little more. Now all you need to do is you can just reduce the width of the text box like this and increase the height of the text box like this. So in this way also you will be able to create vertical text. Further, you can change the alignment of the text here by going to the home tab and clicking on the alignments you want. So I prefer the center alignment. Now here you might be confused with another option, that is the text direction option. So that is totally different. I'll show you. Let me copy this text box. So I have copied the text box here. Now in case if I go to the shape format tab, and then here you can see the text direction option. So if you click this, you have the option to rotate it by 90 degree, 270 degree, etc. But this is not exactly the vertical text what I want. Say I want the vertical text to be like this. So by vertical text I mean that every alphabet or letter are arranged one below the other like this. So I hope that you got to know the difference between these two options. Okay, so let us move on to the next method, the third method. First let me delete these two text boxes. So for the third method we will need a table. Okay, I will go to insert, click on table and click on insert table. For the number of columns I will type 1, and for the number of rows I will type 5 and click on OK. So this depends upon your requirement. So since I have only one word that has 5 letters, so I inserted a 1 column by 5 rows table. So now I will do one thing. I will type the letters in each of these rows. Then what you can do is you can just reduce the size of the table by dragging this handle, okay, like this. So this is the third method. So here if you don't want the border of the table, you can select the table by clicking on this handle and then go to table design. Then you can click on the borders, click on no border. Okay, so this was the third method. Now let us talk about the fourth method. For the fourth method, we'll be using the WordArt. So you can just go to insert, click on WordArt and select the style you want. Now let us type the text. In the latest, recent versions of Microsoft Word, you will see this kind of the WordArt. There is very less similarity between the text box and the WordArt. So you can see that here. Only difference I feel that you have some options like this, like you can make it 3D. I mean the appearance change of the appearance of the alphabets that you type here. Otherwise, there is not much difference between the text box and the WordArt. With this also the same thing we are going to do. We are going to simply reduce the width of the the WordArt like this. So this will also create the vertical text. See, in case of text box and WordArt, both the cases, you can reduce the gap between these words going to the same paragraph settings. Okay, paragraph settings applies for both text box and WordArt. So you can just reduce that here. Okay, now the last method is a little different. So what you can do is you can go to the insert and then click on the object. If you click on this drop down, no, you have object again, object, and here you can just scroll down and look for Microsoft Excel worksheet. Okay, and then click on OK. So what this does is it will launch Microsoft Excel within Microsoft Word, so that you can use Excel options from within Word. Now here you get the Excel sheet here. Here you can type the text you want. Okay, just like this, and then you can carefully uh, you know um, um, you can carefully shrink this space. See, now right now this has occupied this much of space, the Excel object. You can just grab this tiny handle here and then reduce the width like this, so that it only shows this much of text. Once you are finished, you can just click outside somewhere here. So this will bring you back to Microsoft Word. And in case if you want to edit this, you can make a double click. Again, it will launch Excel and you can make the changes. And when you want to come back, you can simply click outside this bounding box like this. Now at this moment, I would like to give you a advanced tips. So what you can do is the very flexible way of creating vertical text is something like this. What you can do is you can insert a text box first, just like this, and then insert a table inside this text box. So let me say I would insert a 2 column by 5 rows table. Now you can type the text you want like this. Okay, now you can reduce the width of the table by dragging this handle. So this method, no, it allows you to also create a border around the vertical text, and it also allows more flexibility in terms of this spacing, especially the line spacing and paragraph spacing. So once you have done with this table, no, you can click on this text box. I mean, click on the border of the text box and go to the shape format, and then you can click on shape outline and click on no outline. So this way you can remove the border of the text box. You can also reduce the size of the text box like this, and you can freely move this text box anywhere you want. So if you know any other technique to create vertical text, you can let me know in the comments. And also, if you have any questions in Microsoft Word, you can also ask that in the comments. So as always, it's time to say goodbye. So I'll see you all in my next video with another awesome content like this. Until then, it's bye from hbninfotech.com.